Hello everyone, and welcome back where English becomes not just a language you learn, but a voice you live with confidence. I'm Anna, your English coach and your speaking companion in this journey. Here, we don't just study words or grammar. We learn how to sound natural, speak clearly, and connect deeply through real English conversations. Have you ever felt nervous when answering the phone in English? Maybe your mind goes blank, you hesitate, or you fear that your English isn't good enough. Take a deep breath, because today, everything changes. In this first chapter, I'll show you how to turn that nervous energy into calm confidence. We'll start with real, simple phone conversations. The kind you use every day. You'll learn how to answer politely, respond naturally, and leave a good impression on every call. Together, we'll build not only your English fluency, but also your confidence, one sentence at a time. So, get comfortable, relax, and repeat after me. Good morning. This is Anna speaking. How can I help you today? That's the sound of confidence, your new English voice. Let's begin. Let's start with something easy. Imagine you're at home and your phone rings. You answer and hear someone say, "Good morning, this is Emily from the doctor's office. I'm calling to remind you about your appointment tomorrow at 10 a.m. How can you respond politely? You can say, "Good morning, thank you for the reminder, I'll be there on time." Let's repeat together. Good morning, thank you for the reminder, I'll be there on time. When you speak slowly and clearly, you sound calm, confident, and polite. Now imagine a friend calls you and says, "Hi, I'm going to the movies tonight. Do you want to come with me?" How can you answer? You can say, "Hi, that sounds great. What time is the movie?" This sentence is friendly and natural. Notice how simple it is. You don't need complex grammar. The secret is clarity and tone. Let's repeat it one more time. Hi, that sounds great. What time is the movie? Speaking on the phone doesn't mean you need perfect English. You just need to focus on 3 things. Stay calm, listen carefully, and use polite short sentences. Most phone calls are not long. They are short exchanges that require clear responses. So instead of worrying about every grammar rule, think about communication. Your goal is to understand and to be understood. Now, let's move to another situation, ordering food on the phone. Imagine you are hungry and want to order pizza for delivery. You call the pizza shop and say, "Hello, I'd like to order a large pepperoni pizza for delivery, please." The staff replies, "Sure, what's your address?" You can answer, "It's 123 Main Street, apartment 5B. Let's go through it again naturally. "Hello, I'd like to order a large pepperoni pizza for delivery, please." "Sure. What's your address?" "It's 123 Main Street, apartment 5B. When you practice, don't just read the words, feel the rhythm of the sentences. Notice how "hello, I'd like to" sounds polite and clear. The word "please" at the end softens your tone and makes your English sound natural. Now, let's try a mistake situation. Your phone rings, and someone says, "Hi, is this Mike?" But your name is not Mike. What do you say? You can reply, "I'm sorry, you have the wrong number." It's short, clear, and polite. Repeat, "I'm sorry, you have the wrong number." Let's learn a few common greetings and introductions used in phone conversations. You can say, "Hello, how can I help you?" Or, Good morning. May I speak to John, please? If you are the one making the call, you can introduce yourself by saying, "Hi, this is Anna speaking." These are standard phrases that make any conversation sound professional and natural. Repeat after me. Hello, how can I help you? Good morning. May I speak to John, please? Hi, this is Anna speaking. Now, how do we end a phone call politely? When you finish talking, you can say, "Thank you for your help. Have a great day," or, "It was nice talking to you. Bye for now." These closing lines make the conversation warm and polite. Repeat them. Thank you for your help. Have a great day. It was nice talking to you. Bye for now. When you end a call, smile even if the person cannot see you. Smiling affects your voice. It makes you sound friendlier and more confident. Remember, good communication is not only about words but also about tone. Let's imagine another small dialogue between two people. You call your friend and say, "Hi, how are you today?" Your friend says, "I'm good, just relaxing at home." "How about you?" You answer, "I'm fine, just wanted to check in and say hello." This is the kind of simple, friendly talk that helps you connect with others easily. It's also great practice for pronunciation and tone. Now let's review what we've learned today. You practiced greeting people on the phone, responding to messages, ordering food, and ending calls politely. These are real-life phone situations that you will face often. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Every mistake helps you learn. The key is to practice daily, repeat sentences aloud, and listen carefully. Here's a small exercise for you. After this lesson, record yourself saying these 3 short conversations. Answering a call from the doctor's office, ordering a pizza, talking to a friend about going to the movies. Listen to your recording and notice your pronunciation, rhythm, and clarity. Ask yourself, do I sound polite? Do I sound confident? Do I pause naturally? With regular practice, your phone English will improve fast. You see, phone conversations are part of daily life booking, confirming, inviting, or thanking. When you master these small patterns, your English becomes more natural automatically. You won't have to think too much. Your mouth will remember the rhythm. At Al Accent Lounge, our goal is to help you sound confident, natural, and fluent in every situation. Whether it's talking to a doctor, a friend, or a customer service agent, you can handle it all with calmness and clarity. Now, let's move on to another common situation that happens almost every week, making appointments and reservations. Imagine you need to book something over the phone. It could be a doctor's appointment, a hotel room, or a dinner table at a restaurant. You can use very similar phrases for all these situations. Let's start with a hotel booking. You call and say, "Hello, I'd like to book a room for 2 nights, please." The receptionist answers, "Of course. What dates would you like to stay?" You respond, "From Friday to Sunday." Then the receptionist asks, "Would you like a single or double room?" You say, "A double room, please." That's a complete and polite exchange. You see, it's simple and effective. Short sentences, clear pronunciation, calm tone. These 3 things make your English sound natural on the phone. Let's repeat the dialogue slowly. "Hello, I'd like to book a room for 2 nights, please." "Of course. What dates would you like to stay?" "From Friday to Sunday." "Would you like a single or double room?" "A double room, please." That's perfect. When you practice, try to sound relaxed, not robotic. Breathe before you start, smile as you speak, and imagine you are talking to a real person. Now let's try another situation. You want to make a doctor's appointment. You can say, "Hello, I'd like to make an appointment with the dentist, please." The receptionist answers, "Sure. What day and time would you prefer?" You reply, "Tomorrow at 10 a.m., if possible." The receptionist says, "That's fine. See you tomorrow at 10. These are real everyday sentences that native speakers use all the time. Repeat again naturally. "Hello, I'd like to make an appointment with the dentist, please." "Sure. What day and time would you prefer?" "Tomorrow at 10 a.m., if possible." "That's fine. See you tomorrow at 10. The structure is always the same. Greeting, polite request, confirming the time. Once you know this pattern, you can use it in many different situations for haircuts, meetings, classes, or services. Let's move on to another example. You want to book a table at a restaurant. You say, "Good evening. I'd like to book a table for 2 at 7 p.m., please." The waiter or hostess will reply, "Sure. May I have your name, please?" You say, "Yes, it's Anna Thompson." Then they confirm, "Thank you. Your table for 2 is booked for 7 p.m. Practice it with me." "Good evening. I'd like to book a table for 2 at 7 p.m., please." "Sure. May I have your name, please?" "Yes, it's Anna Thompson. Thank you. Your table for 2 is booked for 7 p.m. This pattern is very flexible. If you want to book for more people, just change the number. "I'd like to book a table for 4. You can also change the time, "at 8 p.m. please." Simple, direct, polite. Now imagine you're calling to order something, maybe flowers for a friend's birthday. You say, "Hello, I'd like to order a bouquet of roses for delivery, please." The florist replies, "Sure. What's the address and delivery time?" You answer, "Please deliver them to 45 Green Street at 3 p.m. The florist says, "Got it. The flowers will be delivered this afternoon. Let's go over that one more time. Hello, I'd like to order a bouquet of roses for delivery, please." "Sure. What's the address and delivery time?" "Please deliver them to 45 Green Street at 3 p.m. Got it. The flowers will be delivered this afternoon." Remember, the more specific your answers are, the easier it is for the other person to help you. Clarity is kindness when speaking English. Now, let's look at how to cancel or reschedule an appointment. You can say, "Hello, I have an appointment for Friday, but I need to cancel it." The receptionist replies, "Okay, no problem. Would you like to reschedule?" You answer, "Yes. Can I reschedule for next Monday?" The receptionist says, "Sure. I've changed your appointment to Monday at the same time." Repeat it naturally. "Hello, I have an appointment for Friday, but I need to cancel it." "Okay, no problem. Would you like to reschedule?" "Yes. Can I reschedule for next Monday?" "Sure. I've changed your appointment to Monday at the same time." You can see how polite and soft this sounds. There's no need for long explanations. A short sentence like "I need to cancel" or "I'd like to reschedule" is enough. When you make requests, try using these polite expressions. "I'd like to." "Could I?" "May I?" These are perfect for beginner and intermediate learners because they sound gentle and formal without being difficult. For example, "I'd like to make a reservation. Could I change the date, please?" May I speak to the manager? Now let's practice asking about availability again. You say, "Hello, do you have any rooms available for this weekend?" The hotel clerk replies, "Let me check." "Yes, we have both single and double rooms available." You ask, "How much is a double room per night?" They answer, "It's $90 per night." You reply, "Okay, I'd like to book a double room for Saturday and Sunday." The clerk says, "Sure, your reservation is confirmed. See you on Saturday." Listen to the rhythm. Each person takes a turn, asks clearly, and answers directly. That's what makes a phone conversation sound natural. You don't rush, you don't interrupt, and you always finish politely. Here are 3 golden rules for phone English. First, keep your sentences short. Long sentences are hard to understand over the phone. Second, speak with a smile. Smiling changes your voice and makes you sound more confident. Third, end every call politely with a thank you or goodbye. It leaves a good impression. Let's review a few polite endings you can use. Thank you for your help. I appreciate your time. Have a nice day. It was nice speaking with you. Choose 1 or 2 that feel natural to you and practice saying them aloud. Now, imagine combining everything we learned. You call the hair salon and say, "Hello, I'd like to book a haircut appointment for tomorrow afternoon." The receptionist replies, "Sure. What time would you like?" You say, "At 2 p.m., please." They reply, "That's available. May I have your name?" You answer, "Yes, it's Anna Thompson." They confirm, "Great. Your haircut appointment is booked for 2 p.m. tomorrow." By repeating small dialogues like this, your confidence will grow naturally. Each time you say the words, your pronunciation becomes smoother and your sentences begin to flow. Here's a short exercise for you. Choose 1 real place you might call this week, maybe a restaurant or a doctor's office. Write down your script before you call. Then say it out loud 2 or 3 times before dialing. That way, when you make the real call, your English will come out easily and clearly. Making appointments and reservations is one of the most useful skills in daily life. It shows not only your English ability, but also your confidence and politeness. With enough practice, you'll soon be able to make calls in English without thinking twice. Now let's move on to another important part of everyday communication: ordering services and handling small problems politely on the phone. These situations are very common, and knowing the right phrases will make your English sound confident and natural. Imagine you want to order something simple, like a pizza. You call the restaurant and say, "Hello, I'd like to order a large pepperoni pizza for delivery, please." The staff replies, "Sure, what's your address?" You answer, "It's 123 Main Street, apartment 5B. They ask, "What time would you like the delivery?" You say, "At 6 p.m. please." They confirm, "Got it. Your pizza will arrive at 6 p.m. Let's practice that conversation again, slowly and naturally. "Hello, I'd like to order a large pepperoni pizza for delivery, please." "Sure, what's your address?" "It's 123 Main Street, apartment 5B. What time would you like the delivery?" "At 6 p.m., please." "Got it. Your pizza will arrive at 6 p.m. It's a very common type of phone call, and notice how short each sentence is. On the phone, you don't need long, complicated grammar. Simple sentences are easier to understand and sound more polite. Now let's move to another kind of service calling for a taxi. You say, "Hello, I need a taxi to the airport, please." The taxi operator replies, "Sure. What's your pickup address?" You say, "I'm at 456 Oak Street." The operator asks, "What time do you need the taxi?" You answer, "At 8 a.m., please." The operator confirms, "Okay, your taxi will be there at 8 a.m. Repeat this with me. "Hello, I need a taxi to the airport, please." "Sure. What's your pickup address?" "I'm at 456 Oak Street." "What time do you need the taxi?" "At 8 a.m., please." "Okay, your taxi will be there at 8 a.m. This is a very natural rhythm for real phone English. When you shadow, pay attention to how the tone goes up slightly in questions and down at the end of statements. That intonation helps you sound like a native speaker. Now imagine you receive a call from a customer service agent. Maybe they say, "I'm calling to confirm your delivery." You can respond, "Thank you for calling. Could you please tell me what time the delivery will arrive?" The agent says, "It should arrive around 2 p.m. You say, "Perfect. Thank you for the update." Always remember, polite language makes every phone call pleasant and smooth. Next, let's talk about what to do when something goes wrong. Imagine your internet is not working. You call the service center and say, "Hello, I'm having trouble with my internet connection." The agent says, "I'm sorry to hear that. Can you describe the problem?" You answer, "The internet is very slow and sometimes disconnects." The agent says, "Let me check your connection. Please hold for a moment." You reply, "Sure, thank you." Let's repeat that step by step. "Hello, I'm having trouble with my internet connection. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you describe the problem? The internet is very slow and sometimes disconnects. Let me check your connection. Please hold for a moment." "Sure, thank you." This is a polite, calm, and natural way to explain a technical problem. Always start with "I'm having trouble with" or "I'm calling about a problem with." These phrases are soft and professional. Let's try another one. You need to call a repair service because your washing machine stopped working. You say, "Hello, I need help with my washing machine. It's not working properly." The technician replies, "I'm sorry to hear that. What problem are you having?" You answer, "It stops in the middle of the wash cycle." The technician says, "We can send someone to check it tomorrow afternoon." You say, "Thank you. Tomorrow afternoon works for me." The technician confirms, "Great. Our technician will arrive between 2 and 4 p.m. Let's go over it again naturally. "Hello, I need help with my washing machine. It's not working properly." "I'm sorry to hear that. What problem are you having?" "It stops in the middle of the wash cycle. We can send someone to check it tomorrow afternoon. Thank you. Tomorrow afternoon works for me. Great. Our technician will arrive between 2 and 4 p.m. Now let's talk about tone and control. When you call customer service, stay calm and polite. Even when there's a problem, you can say, "I understand," or "Thank you for checking that for me." These short phrases show patience and make the person on the other end more willing to help you. Sometimes, the line is not clear. Maybe you hear noise or echo. You can say, "I'm sorry, could you please repeat that?" Or, "The line is breaking up." Or, if you didn't catch something, simply say, "I didn't quite catch that. Could you say it again, please?" These expressions are essential for every learner. They show confidence and help keep the conversation smooth even when you don't understand everything. Let's review some useful expressions for asking politely. Could you help me with this, please? Can you repeat that? Would it be possible to check again? Can I speak with the manager, please? Each one of these sentences sounds polite, professional, and friendly. Now let's practice another situation, calling about a product you ordered. You say, "Hello, I'm calling to check on my order." The shop assistant says, "Sure. Can I have your order number, please?" You reply, "Yes, it's order number 5678. The assistant says, "Thank you. Your order will arrive tomorrow." You can end the call by saying, "Perfect. Thank you for your help." When you make or receive any phone call, remember these steps: greet, explain, listen, confirm, and thank. This simple structure works for almost every situation. Now let's imagine a slightly more stressful situation you need to make a complaint politely. You can say, "Hello, I'm calling to report a problem with my recent order." The agent says, "I'm sorry to hear that. What seems to be the issue?" You reply, "The item I received is damaged." The agent answers, "I apologize for that. We'll send a replacement right away." You finish by saying, "Thank you. I appreciate your help." You see, even in a complaint, politeness is powerful. If you stay calm and respectful, you'll always get better results. To finish this chapter, let's combine everything. Whether you're ordering food, asking for help, reporting a problem, or confirming details, the goal is always the same. Communicate clearly and kindly. You don't need big vocabulary or perfect grammar. What you need is rhythm, tone, and confidence. Repeat after me. I can speak calmly. I can ask politely. I can handle phone calls with confidence. When you start to feel comfortable making and receiving calls, the next step is learning how to ask for information and how to leave a message when someone is not available. These are essential parts of real conversations in English, and they happen every day. Imagine you're calling a store to ask about a product. You say, "Hello, do you have the new headphones in stock?" The shop assistant replies, "Yes, we have them. Would you like to reserve a pair?" You answer, "Yes, please. I'll come by this afternoon." That's it, clear, short, polite. Repeat it again. "Hello, do you have the new headphones in stock?" "Yes, we have them. Would you like to reserve a pair?" "Yes, please. I'll come by this afternoon." You don't need long explanations. Just one question, one answer, one confirmation. This pattern is natural for most native speakers. Now let's imagine another call. You need to know the opening hours of a shop. You say, "Hello, what time do you open tomorrow?" The assistant says, "We open at 9 a.m. You continue, "Thank you. And what time do you close?" They reply, "We close at 6 p.m. You say, "Perfect. I'll come in the afternoon. Thank you." Repeat that with me slowly. "Hello, what time do you open tomorrow?" "We open at 9 a.m. Thank you. And what time do you close?" "We close at 6 p.m. Perfect. I'll come in the afternoon. Thank you." When asking for information, your goal is to keep the questions simple and direct. Start with "What time?" "How much?" "Do you have?" or "Where is?" These are the most common question patterns for daily English on the phone. Now let's learn how to leave a message when someone is not available. Imagine you call an office and someone answers, "I'm sorry, John isn't here right now." Would you like to leave a message? You can say, yes, please. Can you tell him that Anna called and I'll call back later? Or please let him know I'll call again tomorrow. Let's repeat together. Yes, please. Can you tell him that Anna called and I'll call back later? Please let him know I'll call again tomorrow. This is polite and professional. You don't need to say too much. One short message is enough. If you want to sound even more natural, you can add your phone number. For example, please ask him to call me back at 555 to 9090. Or could you let him know my number is 555 to 9090? These details help the listener remember your message clearly. Now, let's look at a real-life example that combines both asking for information and leaving a message. You call a company and say, "Hello, I'd like to speak with the sales manager, please." The receptionist replies, "I'm sorry, the sales manager is in a meeting right now. Would you like to leave a message?" You say, "Yes, please." Could you tell her that Anna called from Al Accent Lounge and that I'll call again this afternoon? The receptionist says, "Of course, I'll let her know." You reply, "Thank you very much." Practice it once more. "Hello, I'd like to speak with the sales manager, please." "I'm sorry, the sales manager is in a meeting right now. Would you like to leave a message?" "Yes, please." Could you tell her that Anna called from Al Accent Lounge and that I'll call again this afternoon? "Of course, I'll let her know. Thank you very much." This short conversation is polite, natural, and realistic. It's how people actually speak on the phone every day. Let's practice one more situation. You call a friend's office and their colleague answers. You hear, "I'm sorry, she's out for lunch. Can I take a message?" You can respond, "Yes, please." Could you tell her that Anna called and I'll talk to her later today? You see, it's the same pattern. You don't need new grammar, just confidence and clarity. Here are some useful expressions you can use when leaving messages. Could you please take a message for me? Can you let her know I called? Please tell him I'll call back later. Could you ask her to return my call, please? These are the golden phrases of phone English. The more you practice them, the more natural your English will sound. Now, let's look at how to politely ask for information in a business or service situation. Imagine you're calling the bank. You say, "Hello, I'd like to check the balance of my account, please." The bank clerk replies, "Sure, can I have your account number?" You say, "Yes, it's 11223344. The clerk answers, "Thank you. Your current balance is $500. You reply, "Thank you for the information. Practice it again." "Hello, I'd like to check the balance of my account, please." "Sure, can I have your account number?" "Yes, it's 11223344. Thank you. Your current balance is $500. Thank you for the information." It's short, polite, and efficient. You can use this same structure when calling about deliveries, bookings, or applications. Now, let's learn how to ask for details when you need clarification. For example, "Could you please spell that for me?" "Could you repeat the address?" "Can you tell me when the package will arrive?" These small phrases help you avoid mistakes and sound confident, even when you need extra information. Let's put it into practice. You call a delivery company and say, "Hello, I'm calling to check on the status of my delivery." The agent says, "Sure, can I have your reference number?" You reply, "Yes, It's 778899. The agent says, "Thank you. Your package is out for delivery and will arrive today." You say, "Great. Thank you very much." Repeat it with me. "Hello, I'm calling to check on the status of my delivery." "Sure. Can I have your reference number?" "Yes, it's 778899. Thank you. Your package is out for delivery and will arrive today." "Great. Thank you very much." When you practice these dialogues aloud, you build real confidence for real situations. You'll be able to talk to anyone, a bank clerk, a shop assistant, or a customer service representative without fear. Before we end this chapter, let's summarize what we've learned. When you need information, ask simple, clear questions. When you need to leave a message, be polite, short, and specific. Always thank the other person for their help. Remember these 3 steps for success on the phone. Ask clearly, listen carefully, respond politely. When you start making more phone calls in English, one of the most useful skills is confirming and rescheduling appointments. Whether you are talking to a doctor, a customer service agent, or a business partner, knowing how to confirm details clearly will make every conversation smooth and professional. Let's begin with the simplest situation: confirming an appointment. You call and say, "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my appointment for tomorrow at 10 a.m. The receptionist answers, "Yes, your appointment is confirmed for 10 a.m. tomorrow." You reply, "Thank you very much. I'll be there on time." Repeat that together. "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my appointment for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yes, your appointment is confirmed for 10 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you very much. I'll be there on time." That's all you need. Just 3 clear, polite lines. Confirmation calls are short but important. They help avoid misunderstandings and show that you're responsible and organized. Now, let's practice another example. You're confirming a hotel booking. You can say, "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my hotel reservation for this weekend." The receptionist says, "Of course. May I have your name, please?" You say, "Yes, it's Anna Thompson." The receptionist checks and replies, "Thank you. I see your reservation here, a double room for 2 nights starting Saturday." You answer, "That's correct. Thank you for confirming." Let's repeat it once more slowly. "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my hotel reservation for this weekend. Of course. May I have your name, please?" "Yes, it's Anna Thompson. Thank you. I see your reservation here, a double room for 2 nights starting Saturday." That's correct. Thank you for confirming. Notice how simple and polite each line is. You always begin with hello, state your purpose with "I'm calling to confirm," and end with "thank you." This small structure works every time. Now imagine you need to confirm a delivery. You call and say, "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my delivery scheduled for today." The person says, "Yes, your delivery is scheduled for 3 p.m. You reply, "Perfect. Thank you very much." It's short, professional, and friendly. Let's move to another common situation: rescheduling. Sometimes plans change. You can't make it to a meeting or appointment, so you need to call and reschedule politely. Let's learn how. You say, "Hello, I have an appointment for Friday, but I need to reschedule." The receptionist replies, "Okay, no problem. What day would you like to reschedule for?" You say, "Can I reschedule for next Monday at the same time?" The receptionist answers, "Sure. Your new appointment is set for Monday at 10 a.m. You finish with, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Repeat this with me. Hello, I have an appointment for Friday, but I need to reschedule." Okay, no problem. What day would you like to reschedule for? Can I reschedule for next Monday at the same time? Sure, your new appointment is set for Monday at 10 a.m. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That is a very natural way to change an appointment. Be sure to say "I need to reschedule" instead of "I can't go." It sounds more polite and professional. Let's try another one, rescheduling a meeting at work. You call and say, "Hi, I wanted to check if we can reschedule our meeting planned for Thursday." Your colleague replies, "Sure, what new time are you thinking?" You say, "Would Friday morning at 10 a.m. work for you?" They say, "Yes, Friday at 10 a.m. works for me." You finish with, "Great, let's meet then. Repeat after me. Hi, I wanted to check if we can reschedule our meeting planned for Thursday." Sure, what new time are you thinking? Would Friday morning at 10 a.m. work for you? Yes, Friday at 10 a.m. works for me. Great. Let's meet then. It's that simple. Notice how both speakers use polite, flexible language. They don't sound stressed or rushed. This calm, natural tone helps you sound fluent and easy to talk to. Let's practice another situation when someone calls you to reschedule. The person says, "Hi, this is the dentist's office. We need to reschedule your appointment." You reply, "No problem. When would be a good time?" They say, "Can we move it to Wednesday at 2 p.m.? You answer, "That works perfectly. Thank you for letting me know." You see, both sides use polite, simple sentences. That's the secret to natural conversation flow. Now, let's look at how to confirm a business meeting or interview. You say, "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my interview, scheduled for Thursday at 2 p.m. The receptionist answers, "Yes, your interview is confirmed for Thursday at 2 p.m. with Mr. Johnson." You reply, "Thank you, I'll be there on time." They say, "We look forward to seeing you." You end politely with, "Thank you, have a great day." Practice the full version again. Hello, I'm calling to confirm my interview scheduled for Thursday at 2 p.m. Yes, your interview is confirmed for Thursday at 2 p.m. with Mr. Johnson. Thank you, I'll be there on time. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you, have a great day. You can use the same pattern to confirm any type of professional appointment, a class, a meeting, or even an event. Here are some more useful phrases for confirming or rescheduling. I just wanted to double-check the time for my appointment. Could we move our meeting to another day? Would it be possible to change the time? I'd like to confirm that we're still meeting tomorrow. Repeat each one aloud. These are the phrases that make your English sound confident and respectful. Now let's do one more example together. You call a repair service and say, "Hello, I'm calling to confirm the technician's visit for tomorrow." The agent says, "Yes, our technician will arrive between 2 and 4 p.m. You reply, "Perfect. I'll be here. Thank you." The agent says, "You're welcome. Have a nice day." These kinds of calls are simple but powerful. Each one builds your confidence. Each one helps you sound more fluent, calm, and polite. Before we end this chapter, let's review everything we've learned. When confirming, start with "I'm calling to confirm." Check the details carefully. End with a polite thank you. When rescheduling, use I need to reschedule, or could we move the appointment to? Always suggest a new time. Finish with appreciation. When you use these clear steps, every phone call feels easier. You're not just learning English, you're learning how to connect with people smoothly and professionally. When you start using English in a work environment, phone calls become a key part of communication. You may need to talk to colleagues, clients, or other departments. Speaking professionally on the phone helps you sound confident and trustworthy. Let's practice how to do that. Imagine you are calling a colleague to ask for an update on a report. You say, "Hi, this is Anna. I'm just calling to check the progress on the sales report." Your colleague replies, "Hi, Anna, thanks for calling. The report is almost finished. I'll send it to you this afternoon." You say, "Perfect. Thank you for the update." Repeat that with me. "Hi, this is Anna. I'm just calling to check the progress on the sales report." "Hi, Anna. Thanks for calling. The report is almost finished. I'll send it to you this afternoon." Perfect. Thank you for the update. It's short, polite, and professional. The structure is simple: greet, explain the reason, listen, and thank. This pattern works for almost every work call. Now imagine you receive a call at the office. You answer, "Good morning, Al Accent Lounge. This is Anna speaking. How can I help you?" The caller says, "Good morning, I'd like to speak with Mr. Thompson, please." You reply, "Certainly. May I ask who's calling?" The caller says, "This is Mr. Carter from Bright Media." You say, "Thank you, Mr. Carter. Please hold while I transfer your call." Let's repeat that smoothly. "Good morning, Al Accent Lounge. This is Anna speaking. How can I help you?" "Good morning. I'd like to speak with Mr. Thompson, please." "Certainly. May I ask who's calling?" "This is Mr. Carter from Bright Media." "Thank you, Mr. Carter. Please hold while I transfer your call." This is the standard format for answering calls at work. It sounds professional, polite, and clear. Now, let's look at another situation: taking a message for someone. You answer the phone, and the caller says, "Hi, can I speak with Mr. Johnson?" You reply, "I'm sorry, he's in a meeting right now. Can I take a message?" The caller says, "Yes, please. Could you tell him that Mr. Carter called and I'll call back later?" You answer, "Of course, I'll let him know." Repeat it naturally. "I'm sorry, he's in a meeting right now. Can I take a message?" "Yes, please. Could you tell him that Mr. Carter called and I'll call back later?" "Of course, I'll let him know." This exchange is perfect for customer service, office reception, or administrative work. It's friendly and efficient. Now imagine you are the one leaving a message. You say, "Hello, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I'm calling to follow up on the marketing proposal. Could you please ask Mr. Davis to call me back at 555 to 8099? That's polite, specific, and professional. Let's repeat. "Hello, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I'm calling to follow up on the marketing proposal. Could you please ask Mr. Davis to call me back at 555 to 8099? You can also say, "Please let him know I'll send the updated file by email." These small details make you sound organized and responsible. Now let's learn how to handle questions at work politely. If someone asks you something and you don't know the answer, don't panic. You can say, "I'm not sure, but I'll find out and get back to you." Let me check and call you back. I'll confirm that and send you an update soon. These phrases sound calm and professional. Never say, I don't know, and stop there. Instead, always offer to help. That shows responsibility. Let's look at another workplace scenario confirming meeting times. You say, Hi, I just wanted to confirm our meeting for tomorrow at 3 p.m. The person replies, Yes, tomorrow at 3 p.m. works for me. You say, Perfect, thank you. I'll send the agenda by email. Repeat again. Hi, I just wanted to confirm our meeting for tomorrow at 3 p.m. Yes, tomorrow at 3 p.m. works for me. Perfect, thank you. I'll send the agenda by email. You can also use these variations. I just wanted to double-check the meeting time. I wanted to make sure we're still meeting this afternoon. I'm confirming our call for later today. These are polite and sound like real business English. Now let's imagine a problem occurs. Maybe someone didn't receive an important document. You call and say, Hello, this is Anna. I wanted to check if you received the file I sent yesterday. The colleague says, Actually, I haven't received it yet. You reply, I'm sorry about that. I'll resend it right away. The colleague says, Thank you, that would be great. Let's go through it naturally. Hello, this is Anna. I wanted to check if you received the file I sent yesterday. Actually, I haven't received it yet. I'm sorry about that. I'll resend it right away. Thank you, that would be great. This kind of clear and polite communication keeps work relationships strong and prevents confusion. Here are a few more phrases that you can use in office phone conversations. Could you please send me the updated version? Would you mind confirming the deadline? I'll follow up by email after our call. Let's keep in touch about this project. Each of these sentences sounds natural and professional. Now let's talk about handling difficult situations at work, for example, when someone is upset or when there's a misunderstanding. If someone sounds angry, you can say, I understand your concern. Let's see how we can fix this. Or, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I'll do my best to resolve it. Staying calm and polite is the key. You can also use softening phrases like, I completely understand. Thank you for your patience. Let's work on a solution together. These sentences help keep the tone positive, even when the conversation is stressful. At work, small details in your language make a big difference. Saying please, thank you, and I appreciate that shows respect and professionalism. When you speak kindly, people listen to you more carefully. Let's imagine one more example before we finish. You receive a call from a client who says, Hi, I just wanted to confirm our delivery for tomorrow. You answer, Yes, everything is ready. The delivery is scheduled for 10 a.m. The client says, Perfect. Thank you for your help. You reply, You're welcome. Have a great day. Every small interaction like this builds trust. Each call you make is a chance to show confidence, organization, and kindness. Before we move on, let's review the key steps for professional phone calls at work. Start with a polite greeting. Introduce yourself clearly. State your reason for calling. Confirm details before ending. Always thank the other person for their time. If you follow these steps, your English will sound natural and professional in every call. Sometimes, we need to make phone calls to confirm deliveries, check orders, or solve small service problems. These calls are common in daily life and business, and the way you handle them shows your politeness and confidence. Let's practice step by step. Imagine you ordered something online. and you want to confirm if it will arrive today. You call the delivery company and say, "Hello, I'm calling to confirm my package delivery." The agent replies, "Sure, can I have your order number, please?" You answer, "Yes, it's 5789. The agent checks and says, "Thank you. Your package will arrive this afternoon." You reply, "Perfect. Thank you for your help." Repeat this with me. Hello, I'm calling to confirm my package delivery. Sure, can I have your order number, please? Yes, it's 5789. Thank you. Your package will arrive this afternoon. Perfect. Thank you for your help. This short and polite conversation is all you need to confirm a delivery. Clear, calm, professional. Now imagine something goes wrong. You were expecting a package yesterday, but it hasn't arrived. You can say, "Hello, I ordered a package last week, but I haven't received it yet." The agent replies, "I'm sorry about that. Can I have your order number, please?" You answer, "Yes, it's 6642. The agent says, "Thank you, let me check the status." After a pause, they say, "It looks like there was a delay, but it should arrive tomorrow morning." You reply, "Okay, thank you for checking that for me." Repeat naturally. Hello, I ordered a package last week, but I haven't received it yet. I'm sorry about that. Can I have your order number, please? Yes, it's 6642. Thank you. Let me check the status. It looks like there was a delay, but it should arrive tomorrow morning. Okay, thank you for checking that for me. You see how polite and calm this sounds? Even when something goes wrong, you can still sound confident and respectful. That's real fluency, staying polite under pressure. Now let's look at another case. A wrong item was delivered. You call and say, "Hello, I received my order today, but it's not the item I ordered." The agent says, "I'm very sorry to hear that. Can you tell me what you received?" You answer, "I ordered a black jacket, but I got a blue one instead." The agent replies, "I understand. We'll arrange a replacement right away." You say, "Thank you, I really appreciate your help." Let's repeat this conversation again. Hello, I received my order today, but it's not the item I ordered. I'm very sorry to hear that. Can you tell me what you received? I ordered a black jacket, but I got a blue one instead. I understand. We'll arrange a replacement right away. Thank you, I really appreciate your help. This is how customer service English works. Calm, clear, kind. You describe the problem, the other person responds politely, and the issue is solved smoothly. Now, imagine you are the one receiving a call at work. You pick up and say, "Good morning, Al Accent Lounge. This is Anna speaking. How can I help you?" The caller says, "Hi, I ordered some books last week, but I haven't received them yet." You answer, "I'm sorry to hear that. Could I have your order number, please?" The caller gives it, and you say, "Thank you. I'll check the status and call you back shortly." Let's repeat that. Good morning, Al Accent Lounge. This is Anna speaking. How can I help you? Hi, I ordered some books last week, but I haven't received them yet. I'm sorry to hear that. Could I have your order number, please? Sure, it's 9175. Thank you. I'll check the status and call you back shortly. This conversation is great for practice because it teaches both sides, the caller and the receiver. You can shadow both parts to improve your listening and pronunciation. Now let's practice how to ask for technical help. You can say, "Hello, I'm calling because my internet connection is not working. The agent says, I'm sorry to hear that. Is the modem light on? You reply, yes, but the connection keeps dropping. The agent says, let's try restarting your modem. Please unplug it and wait for 10 seconds. You answer, okay, I'll do that. Thank you. Repeat after me. Hello, I'm calling because my internet connection is not working. I'm sorry to hear that. Is the modem light on? Yes, but the connection keeps dropping. Let's try restarting your modem. Please unplug it and wait for 10 seconds. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. Simple, calm, cooperative, that's how good phone communication works. Sometimes, you'll need to call to fix a billing issue. You can say, hello, I think there's a mistake on my bill. The agent replies, I'm sorry about that. Can you tell me the issue? You answer, I was charged twice for the same product. The agent says, let me check that for you. After checking, they respond, you're right, there was a duplicate charge. I'll refund it immediately. You reply, thank you for resolving that so quickly. Let's practice it. Hello, I think there's a mistake on my bill. I'm sorry about that. Can you tell me the issue? I was charged twice for the same product. Let me check that for you. You're right, there was a duplicate charge. I'll refund it immediately. Thank you for resolving that so quickly. This polite flow works for almost any service issue: billing, delivery, booking, or repair. Let's learn a few short expressions that help keep your tone polite. I appreciate your help. Thank you for checking that. No problem, take your time. I understand. Thank you for explaining. These small phrases show emotional control and professionalism. Now imagine you want to ask for a follow-up after solving a problem. You can say, hello, I'm just calling to check if my issue has been resolved. The agent says, yes, we fixed it yesterday. Everything should be working now. You reply, that's great. Thank you so much. Every time you make a phone call like this, you're not just practicing English, you're practicing confidence, clarity, and kindness. Before we finish this chapter, let's do a mini shadowing exercise. Repeat these short but powerful sentences after me. I'm calling to confirm my delivery. I'm sorry, I haven't received my package yet. I appreciate your help today. Thank you for solving the problem. I'll call back if I need further assistance. Each sentence is a small piece of real English that people use every day. Repeat them until they become automatic. You're doing great. You've learned how to confirm deliveries, handle mistakes, and communicate politely when something goes wrong. When you travel or move around in daily life, you often need to call to ask for directions, check transportation, or book tickets. These are very common phone conversations that can help you sound confident, calm, and polite in real life. Let's begin with a simple example asking for directions. You call and say, hello, could you please tell me how to get to your office? The person replies, sure, we are located on Main Street, next to the post office. You say, thank you very much. I'll come by this afternoon. Repeat after me. Hello, could you please tell me how to get to your office? Sure, we are located on Main Street, next to the post office. Thank you very much. I'll come by this afternoon. That's short, simple, and polite. Notice the phrase, could you please tell me how to get to? It's a great way to ask for directions without sounding too direct. Now imagine you are lost while traveling, and you call your hotel. You say, hello, this is Anna. I'm near Central Station, but I can't find your hotel. Could you please help me? The receptionist says, Of course, Anna. From Central Station, walk straight for 2 blocks, then turn right at the traffic light. You'll see the hotel on your left. You reply, Got it. Thank you for your help. Repeat with me. Hello, this is Anna. I'm near Central Station, but I can't find your hotel. Could you please help me? Of course, Anna. From Central Station, walk straight for 2 blocks, then turn right at the traffic light. You'll see the hotel on your left. Got it? Thank you for your help. This kind of polite exchange makes travel communication much easier. Now let's talk about booking a flight. You say, Hello, I'd like to book a flight to New York for next Friday. The agent replies, Certainly. What time would you like to depart? You answer, In the morning, around 9 a.m., please. The agent says, I have a flight at 9:15 a.m. Would you like me to book it for you? You say, Yes, please book that flight. The agent replies, Done. Your flight is booked. You will receive a confirmation email shortly. Repeat together. Hello, I'd like to book a flight to New York for next Friday. Certainly. What time would you like to depart? In the morning around 9 a.m. Please. I have a flight at 9:15 a.m. Would you like me to book it for you? Yes, please book that flight. Done. Your flight is booked. You will receive a confirmation email shortly. When you speak like this, your tone is friendly but professional. Each sentence is clear and natural. Now imagine you need to confirm a hotel reservation before your trip. You can say, Hello, I'm calling to confirm my hotel reservation for this weekend. The receptionist says, Of course. Can I have your name, please? You reply, Yes, it's Anna Thompson. The receptionist checks and says, Thank you. Your double room for 2 nights starting Saturday is confirmed. You say, That's perfect. Thank you very much. Repeat smoothly. Hello. I'm calling to confirm my hotel reservation for this weekend. Of course. Can I have your name, please? Yes, it's Anna Thompson. Thank you. Your double room for 2 nights starting Saturday is confirmed. That's perfect. Thank you very much. You can also use similar phrases for other bookings, like car rentals or tours. Let's try a car rental example. You say, Hello, I'd like to rent a car for 3 days starting tomorrow. The agent replies, Sure. What type of car would you like? You answer, A small automatic car, please. The agent says, All right, we have one available. Would you like to pick it up at the airport or downtown? You say, Downtown, please. The agent confirms, Got it. Your car will be ready for pickup downtown tomorrow morning. You reply, Thank you, that's perfect. Repeat with me. Hello, I'd like to rent a car for 3 days starting tomorrow. Sure. What type of car would you like? A small automatic car, please. All right, we have one available. Would you like to pick it up at the airport or downtown? Downtown, please. Got it. Your car will be ready for pickup downtown tomorrow morning. Thank you, that's perfect. See how natural this flow sounds? It's clear, organized, and respectful. Now let's move on to booking a table at a restaurant. You say, Hello, I'd like to make a reservation for dinner tonight. The staff replies, Sure. How many people will be in your party? You say, There will be 4 of us. The staff asks, What time would you like the reservation? You say, At 7:30 p.m. please. They reply, Got it. Your table is booked for 4 people at 7:30. You say, thank you, see you then. Repeat again. Hello, I'd like to make a reservation for dinner tonight. Sure. How many people will be in your party? There will be 4 of us. What time would you like the reservation? At 7:30 p.m., please. Got it. Your table is booked for 4 people at 7:30. Thank you. See you then. These polite exchanges make every booking easy and smooth. Sometimes, you may need to change your travel or booking details. You can say, hello, I'd like to change my flight to Monday morning, if possible. Or, hi, can I move my hotel reservation to next weekend? Or, could I change my dinner booking to 8 p.m.? Instead, using words like please, if possible, and could I makes your English sound soft, respectful, and professional. Let's practice one more booking a train ticket. You say, hello, I'd like to book a train ticket to Chicago for Sunday morning. The clerk says, sure. What time would you like to travel? You reply, around 10 a.m., please. The clerk says, there's a train at 10:15 a.m. Would you like a window seat? You say, yes, please. That sounds great. The clerk replies, your ticket is confirmed. Have a safe trip. Repeat. Hello, I'd like to book a train ticket to Chicago for Sunday morning. Sure. What time would you like to travel? Around 10 a.m. Please. There's a train at 10:15 a.m. Would you like a window seat? Yes, please. That sounds great. Your ticket is confirmed. Have a safe trip. Notice how every line is short, simple, and polite. You don't need complicated grammar to sound fluent, just confidence and clarity. Before we end this chapter, let's review key expressions for travel and directions. Could you please tell me how to get to? I'm calling to confirm my reservation. I'd like to book a flight for next Friday. Can I change my booking, please? Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. Each of these sentences is natural and used daily by native speakers. Every day, you may need to call and ask for information about a schedule, a service, a product, or even someone's availability. The way you ask questions shows how polite and confident you are. Today, we'll practice how to ask for information naturally and make polite requests on the phone. Let's start with a simple situation asking about business hours. You call and say, hello, I'd like to ask what time you open tomorrow. The person answers, we open at 9 a.m. You reply, thank you. And what time do you close? The person says, we close at 6 p.m. You finish with, great. Thank you for the information. Repeat after me. Hello, I'd like to ask what time you open tomorrow. We open at 9 a.m. Thank you. And what time do you close? We close at 6 p.m. Great. Thank you for the information. That short conversation sounds natural and polite. The phrase I'd like to ask is very useful. It's softer than I want to know or tell me. Now imagine you need to ask about a product in a store. You say, hello, do you have the new headphones in stock? The shop assistant says, yes, we do. Would you like to reserve a pair? You answer, yes, please. I'll come by this afternoon. Repeat together. Hello, do you have the new headphones in stock? Yes, we do. Would you like to reserve a pair? Yes, please. I'll come by this afternoon. See how short and clear it is. In English, natural phone conversations don't need long sentences. The tone matters more than the grammar. Now let's try another example asking for information at work. You call and say, Hi, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. Could you please tell me when the next team meeting is scheduled? The colleague replies, "It's on Thursday at 10 a.m. You say, "Perfect, thank you very much." Repeat this. Hi, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. Could you please tell me when the next team meeting is scheduled? It's on Thursday at 10 a.m. Perfect, thank you very much. Using "could you please" makes your question polite and professional. Let's practice a few more examples of asking for information politely. Could you tell me where the nearest bus stop is? May I ask what time the class starts? Would you mind telling me if there's parking available? Can you please give me more details about the service? These are all natural ways to ask questions without sounding demanding. Now, let's focus on making polite requests. For example, you can say, "Could you help me with this, please? Can I speak with the manager, please? Would it be possible to change my appointment? Could you send me the document by email?" These four patterns, could you, can I, would it be possible, could you, please, are the foundation of polite English on the phone. Let's put them into a real conversation. You say, "Hello, could you please send me the updated invoice?" The agent replies, "Of course, I'll email it to you right away." You say, "Thank you so much, I appreciate your help." Repeat naturally. "Hello, could you please send me the updated invoice?" "Of course, I'll email it to you right away. Thank you so much, I appreciate your help." Now imagine you're calling to ask about a language course. You say, "Hello, I'm interested in joining your English language program. Can you give me some information, please?" The staff member replies, "Of course. We offer beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels." You say, "I'm looking for the intermediate level course." The staff adds, "Great. Our next course starts on Monday." You reply, "Perfect. How much does it cost?" The staff says, "It's $100 for the full course." You say, "Thank you. I'll come by tomorrow to register." Repeat after me. "Hello, I'm interested in joining your English language program. Can you give me some information, please?" "Of course. We offer beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels. I'm looking for the intermediate level course." "Great. Our next course starts on Monday." "Perfect. How much does it cost?" "It's $100 for the full course. Thank you. I'll come by tomorrow to register." This kind of question-answer flow builds your confidence. You learn to sound polite and professional while getting exactly the information you need. Now, let's imagine a different situation. You need to call your internet company for support. You say, "Hello, I'm having trouble with my internet connection. Could you help me, please?" The technician says, "I'm sorry to hear that. Can you describe the problem?" You reply, "The internet is very slow and sometimes disconnects." The technician says, "All right, let me check your connection from here." You say, "Thank you, I appreciate it." Repeat it again. "Hello, I'm having trouble with my internet connection. Could you help me, please? I'm sorry to hear that. Can you describe the problem?" The internet is very slow and sometimes disconnects. "All right, let me check your connection from here." "Thank you, I appreciate it." Every part of this conversation sounds calm and polite. That's what makes your English sound natural. Let's do one more. Calling a library to ask about a book. You say, "Hello, I'd like to ask if the book English Conversations for Beginners is available." The librarian says, "Let me check." "Yes, it's available right now." You reply, "Great. Could you please reserve it for me until tomorrow? The librarian says. Of course. I'll hold it for you. You say, thank you very much. Repeat smoothly. Hello, I'd like to ask if the book English Conversations for Beginners is available. Let me check. Yes, it's available right now. Great, could you please reserve it for me until tomorrow? Of course. I'll hold it for you. Thank you very much. These are daily, real-world English exchanges, short, respectful, and easy to remember. Before we finish this chapter, let's review the key patterns for asking and requesting politely. I'd like to ask, when you want information, could you please, for polite questions and help, would it be possible to, for gentle, formal requests, may I ask, for polite curiosity. Each of these expressions helps you sound mature, confident, and natural when speaking English on the phone. In daily life and business, not every phone call is easy. Sometimes, things go wrong, a product arrives damaged, a service isn't what you expected, or a mistake happens. These moments are your chance to show calmness, respect, and confidence. In this chapter, we'll practice how to handle complaints politely and how to give feedback in a friendly, professional way. Let's begin with a common example. You bought something online, but it arrived broken. You call and say, "Hello, I recently purchased an item from your store, and I'd like to report a problem." The agent says, "I'm sorry to hear that. What seems to be the issue?" You reply, "The product I received is damaged." The agent says, "I apologize for that. We'll send a replacement right away." You say, "Thank you very much. I appreciate your help." Repeat with me. Hello, I recently purchased an item from your store, and I'd like to report a problem. I'm sorry to hear that. What seems to be the issue? The product I received is damaged. I apologize for that. We'll send a replacement right away. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. That's the perfect way to handle a complaint: short, polite, and professional. You don't need to sound angry or emotional. Clear and respectful words solve problems faster. Now, imagine you need to make a complaint about a service. You say, "Hello, I'm calling to report a problem with my recent order." The agent says, "I'm sorry about that. Could you describe the issue, please?" You answer, "Yes, the delivery arrived 2 days late." The agent replies, "I understand. I'll make a note and contact the delivery team." You say, "Thank you for looking into it." Repeat it together. Hello, I'm calling to report a problem with my recent order. I'm sorry about that. Could you describe the issue, please? Yes, the delivery arrived 2 days late. I understand. I'll make a note and contact the delivery team. Thank you for looking into it. This is how professional communication works. You describe the issue clearly. The other person listens and takes action. Let's now learn a few polite phrases for complaining without sounding rude. I'm afraid there's been a mistake with my order. I'm calling because I experienced a problem with the service. I'd like to report an issue with my delivery. I think there might have been an error. I understand these things happen, but I'd appreciate some help resolving it. These sentences sound soft, calm, and respectful. They keep the tone positive even when you're unhappy. Now imagine the opposite. You're the one receiving a complaint. You answer, "Good morning, Al Accent Lounge. This is Anna speaking. How can I help you?" The customer says, "Hello, I ordered a course book last week, but I still haven't received it." You reply, "I'm sorry to hear that. Could I have your order number, please?" The customer gives it to you, and you say, "Thank you. I'll check the status right away and call you back as soon as possible." Repeat after me. Good morning, Al Accent Lounge. This is Anna speaking. How can I help you? Hello, I ordered a course book last week, but I still haven't received it. I'm sorry to hear that. Could I have your order number, please? Sure, it's 8217. Thank you. I'll check the status right away and call you back as soon as possible. That's the right way to respond to a complaint: calm, polite, and focused on helping. When you handle complaints, it's important to show empathy. You can say, "I completely understand your frustration. Thank you for your patience. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. We'll make sure this doesn't happen again." These short sentences make people feel heard and respected. Now, let's practice giving feedback politely. Feedback is not the same as a complaint. It's when you share your opinion to help someone improve. For example, you might say, "Hello, I just wanted to give some feedback about my recent class." The staff replies, "Of course, we'd love to hear it." You say, "The lesson was great, but the audio quality could be a bit clearer." They answer, "Thank you for letting us know. We'll improve it for next time." Repeat that conversation. "Hello, I just wanted to give some feedback about my recent class. Of course, we'd love to hear it. The lesson was great, but the audio quality could be a bit clearer. Thank you for letting us know. We'll improve it for next time." This polite feedback style keeps your tone friendly while still being honest. Here are some other examples of giving feedback politely. "I really enjoyed the service, but I think it could be even better if..." The staff were helpful, though the waiting time was a little long. "I liked the experience overall. Just one small suggestion." These softening phrases make your comments sound kind, not critical. Now imagine giving feedback at work. You call a colleague and say, "Hi, I just wanted to share some feedback about yesterday's meeting." Your colleague says, "Sure, go ahead." You reply, "The presentation was excellent, but maybe we could include more data next time." They say, "That's a great point. Thanks for mentioning it." Repeat again. "Hi, I just wanted to share some feedback about yesterday's meeting." "Sure, go ahead. The presentation was excellent, but maybe we could include more data next time." That's a great point. Thanks for mentioning it. This kind of polite, specific feedback strengthens teamwork. Now let's combine both handling a complaint and responding with feedback. You can say, "I had a small issue with my last order, but overall I'm happy with your service." Or, "The product arrived a bit late, but I appreciate your quick response." By adding a positive note, you balance the tone and sound mature and professional. Let's practice a customer service role play together. You say, "Hello, I received my order, but one of the items is missing." The agent replies, "I'm very sorry about that. Could you tell me which item is missing?" You answer, "The black notebook." The agent says, "Thank you. I'll send the missing item right away." You reply, "I appreciate that. Thank you for your help." Repeat naturally, "Hello, I received my order, but one of the items is missing. I'm very sorry about that. Could you tell me which item is missing?" The black notebook. "Thank you. I'll send the missing item right away." I appreciate that. Thank you for your help. Remember, politeness and clarity always win. Before we finish this chapter, let's review the most useful expressions. "I'm afraid there's been a mistake." I completely understand your concern. Thank you for your feedback. We'll fix this as soon as possible. I appreciate your understanding. These phrases make you sound confident, professional, and kind, exactly what fluent English should feel like. In any job or daily situation, confirming schedules and making follow-up calls is a big part of clear communication. Whether you work in an office, manage clients, or organize meetings, these phone conversations show reliability and confidence. Let's practice how to confirm, follow up, and stay polite every time. Imagine you're checking the time of a meeting. You say, "Hi, this is Anna. I just wanted to confirm our meeting for tomorrow at 2 p.m. The person replies, "Yes, it's confirmed for tomorrow at 2. You say, "Perfect. Thank you for confirming." Repeat with me. "Hi, this is Anna. I just wanted to confirm our meeting for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Yes, it's confirmed for tomorrow at 2. Perfect. Thank you for confirming." Simple, clear, and natural. The phrase "I just wanted to confirm" is polite and professional. It shows attention to detail. Now imagine you're confirming a client call. You say, "Good morning, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I'm calling to confirm our phone meeting scheduled for Thursday." The client says, "Good morning, yes, Thursday at 10 a.m., correct?" You reply, "That's right. I'll send a reminder email after this call." Repeat again. "Good morning, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I'm calling to confirm our phone meeting scheduled for Thursday." "Good morning, yes, Thursday at 10 a.m., correct?" "That's right. I'll send a reminder email after this call." That small conversation builds trust and shows you're organized. Now let's move on to follow-up calls. A follow-up call happens after a meeting, email, or interview to check progress or remind someone politely. You can say, "Hello, this is Anna. I'm following up on the proposal we discussed last week." The client replies, "Hi Anna, thanks for calling. I've reviewed the proposal and will send my feedback tomorrow." You say, "Great, thank you so much. I appreciate your time." Repeat smoothly. "Hello, this is Anna. I'm following up on the proposal we discussed last week. Hi Anna, thanks for calling. I've reviewed the proposal and will send my feedback tomorrow." "Great, thank you so much. I appreciate your time." That's polite, efficient, and professional, a perfect follow-up pattern. Let's learn a few more examples. "I'm calling to follow up on our previous conversation. I just wanted to check if you received my email. I'm calling to see if there's any update on the project. Could you please let me know when you have a decision?" These phrases are common and sound natural in professional English. Now imagine you work in customer service and need to follow up with a customer. You say, "Good afternoon, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I'm just calling to make sure your issue has been resolved." The customer says, "Yes, everything's working perfectly now. Thank you for checking." You reply, "That's wonderful to hear. Have a great day." Repeat after me. "Good afternoon, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I'm just calling to make sure your issue has been resolved. Yes, everything's working perfectly now. Thank you for checking. That's wonderful to hear. Have a great day." This tone shows care and professionalism. You're not just calling, you're building a relationship. Now let's practice confirming a schedule with more detail. You say, "Hi, I wanted to double-check our meeting time for Monday." Your colleague replies, "Yes, it's at 9 a.m. in the conference room." You say, "Perfect, thank you. I'll bring the updated report." That's an easy, polite check-in. If you need to change a schedule, you can say, "Would it be possible to move our meeting to later in the afternoon?" Or, "Could we reschedule for Tuesday instead?" These expressions make your English sound flexible and kind, not demanding. Let's do a longer example. You're rescheduling a project call. You say, "Hello, I just wanted to confirm our call for tomorrow, but I might need to reschedule." The colleague says, "Sure, what time works better for you?" You reply, "Would Wednesday at the same time be okay?" They answer, "Yes, Wednesday at 10 works for me." You say, "Perfect, thank you for your flexibility." Repeat that conversation together. "Hello, I just wanted to confirm our call for tomorrow, but I might need to reschedule." "Sure, what time works better for you? Would Wednesday at the same time be okay?" "Yes, Wednesday at 10 works for me." "Perfect, thank you for your flexibility." That's how professionals reschedule politely. Now, let's try a follow-up after an interview. You say, "Hello, this is Anna. I just wanted to thank you for the interview last Friday and ask if there are any updates." The HR manager replies, "Hi Anna, thank you for following up. We're still reviewing candidates and we'll get back to you soon." You say, "I appreciate the update. Thank you for your time." Repeat naturally. "Hello, this is Anna. I just wanted to thank you for the interview last Friday and ask if there are any updates." "Hi Anna, thank you for following up. We're still reviewing candidates and we'll get back to you soon. I appreciate the update. Thank you for your time." That's the perfect mix of professionalism and courtesy. Now let's review some polite ways to start a follow-up call. "I'm calling to check in on." "I just wanted to follow up about." "I wanted to make sure you received." "I'm calling regarding our last discussion." And some polite ways to end the call. "Thank you for your time today. I really appreciate your help. I'll follow up again next week. Have a great rest of your day." These are short, natural closing sentences that help you finish calls smoothly. Let's practice one more realistic conversation following up after sending an email. You say, "Hi, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I'm calling to check if you received my email about the new schedule." The person replies, "Hi Anna, yes, I saw your email but haven't had time to reply yet." You say, "No problem at all. I just wanted to make sure it didn't get lost." They say, "Thanks for checking. I'll reply by the end of the day." You answer, "That's perfect. Thank you so much." Repeat it naturally. "Hi, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I'm calling to check if you received my email about the new schedule." "Hi Anna, yes, I saw your email but haven't had time to reply yet." "No problem at all. I just wanted to make sure it didn't get lost. Thanks for checking. I'll reply by the end of the day." That's perfect. Thank you so much. You see? Every line is friendly and easy to say aloud. Before we end this chapter, let's review your key phrases for confirming and following up. I just wanted to confirm. I'm calling to follow up on. Would it be possible to reschedule? I appreciate your time. Thank you for the update. These expressions make your communication smooth, polite, and efficient. At work, communication is not just about asking questions. It's also about helping others and sharing information clearly. When you offer help or give updates in English, your tone shows confidence, kindness, and teamwork. In this chapter, you'll learn how to sound polite, natural, and professional when doing both. Let's begin with offering help. You can say, "Would you like me to help you with that? Can I give you a hand? Would you like me to check that for you? Let me know if there's anything I can do." These are polite, natural ways to show support. Now imagine you're talking to a colleague. You say, "Hi, Anna here. I noticed you're preparing for tomorrow's presentation. Would you like me to review the slides for you?" The colleague says, "That would be great, thank you." You reply, "No problem at all. I'll send my feedback in an hour." Repeat with me. "Hi, Anna here. I noticed you're preparing for tomorrow's presentation. Would you like me to review the slides for you?" "That would be great, thank you. No problem at all. I'll send my feedback in an hour." That's friendly, professional, and supportive, the perfect office tone. Now let's practice offering help to a client. You say, "Good morning. This is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I just wanted to check if everything's working well with your account." The client replies, "Hi Anna, yes, everything is fine, thank you." You say, "I'm glad to hear that. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you need any assistance." Repeat naturally. "Good morning, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I just wanted to check if everything's working well with your account." "Hi Anna, yes, everything is fine, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you need any assistance." This kind of call builds strong, long-term relationships. When offering help, use polite forms like, "Would you like me to? I'd be happy to. Can I help you with? I just wanted to see if you need any support." Each one sounds professional and kind. Now let's move to giving updates, another essential communication skill. Imagine you're calling your manager. You say, "Hi, this is Anna. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the project." The manager says, "Sure, go ahead." You reply, "We've completed the first phase, and the second phase will start on Monday." The manager says, "Excellent. Thanks for keeping me informed." Repeat after me. "Hi, this is Anna. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the project." "Sure, go ahead. We've completed the first phase, and the second phase will start on Monday." Excellent. Thanks for keeping me informed. This type of call is short, clear, and efficient, perfect for a busy workplace. Now, let's practice a few useful expressions for giving updates. "I just wanted to let you know. Here's a quick update on." "We've made some progress on." "I'll send a full report after this call." All of these make your English sound professional and proactive. Now imagine you need to update your client after a meeting. You say, "Hello, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I wanted to update you on our project timeline." The client says, "Hi Anna, thank you. What's the latest update?" You reply, "We've completed all the design work, and we'll start testing next week." The client says, "That's great news. Thanks for the update." Repeat it smoothly. "Hello, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I wanted to update you on our project timeline." "Hi Anna, thank you. What's the latest update?" "We've completed all the design work, and we'll start testing next week. That's great news. Thanks for the update." This kind of professional tone makes people trust you more. Now, let's combine both offering help and giving updates in one conversation. You say, "Hi, this is Anna. I wanted to let you know that the report is ready, and I'd be happy to walk you through the main points if you'd like." Your colleague says, "Thanks, Anna, that would be helpful." You reply, "Great. I'll set up a short call this afternoon to explain everything. Repeat again. Hi, this is Anna. I wanted to let you know that the report is ready, and I'd be happy to walk you through the main points if you'd like. Thanks, Anna. That would be helpful. Great. I'll set up a short call this afternoon to explain everything. That's smooth, respectful, and efficient. When giving updates, it's also important to stay positive and clear. Instead of saying we have a problem, say we have a small challenge, but we're working on it. Instead of saying it's delayed, you can say the schedule has been adjusted slightly. These small word choices keep your communication polite and optimistic. Here are more examples of polite update phrases. The delivery has been moved to Thursday, but everything else is on track. We've completed 80% of the project, and we expect to finish soon. There's been a small delay due to technical issues, but the team is handling it. We'll send the final version for your review tomorrow. Now let's practice a realistic office call. You say, "Good morning, this is Anna. I wanted to give you a brief update on the marketing campaign." The manager says, "Sure, how's it going?" You reply, "The ad design is complete, and we've scheduled the social media launch for next week." The manager says, "Excellent. Thank you for keeping me posted." You say, "Of course. Please let me know if you'd like any changes." Repeat together. "Good morning, this is Anna. I wanted to give you a brief update on the marketing campaign." "Sure, how's it going?" "The ad design is complete, and we've scheduled the social media launch for next week." "Excellent. Thank you for keeping me posted." "Of course. Please let me know if you'd like any changes." This is how fluent professionals communicate polite, organized, and confident. When offering help or updates, remember these 3 steps. Start with a friendly greeting and purpose. Give clear, short information. End with appreciation or an offer to assist further. For example, "Hi, I just wanted to give you a quick update on the meeting. The documents have been finalized. Thank you for your time. Let me know if I can help with anything else." This clear structure keeps your English sharp and easy to understand. Before we finish this chapter, let's practice shadowing 5 useful sentences aloud. "I just wanted to give you a quick update. Would you like me to help with that? Please don't hesitate to contact me. The project is on track and going well. Thank you for your time today." Each sentence builds your confidence and rhythm in real conversations. Teamwork is the heart of every successful workplace. When you manage or work with others, your ability to check progress, assign tasks, and keep everyone motivated makes all the difference. And when you do this in English over the phone, your voice becomes your leadership. Let's begin with a simple scene. It's Monday morning, and Anna is leading a small team meeting over the phone. She says, "Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to check in and see how things are going with the new project." One of her teammates replies, "Good morning, Anna. The research part is done, and we're starting the design phase today." She answers, "Excellent. Please keep me updated on your progress, and let me know if you need any support." Repeat after me. "Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to check in and see how things are going with the new project. The research part is done, and we're starting the design phase today. Excellent. Please keep me updated on your progress, and let me know if you need any support." Notice the tone: positive, friendly, and focused. That's the language of teamwork. Now imagine you're checking progress with a specific teammate. You say, "Hi, how's the report coming along?" The teammate replies, It's almost finished. I'll send it by the end of the day. You say, perfect. I really appreciate your effort. That's a short but powerful check-in. It builds trust and motivation. Here are more useful expressions for checking progress. How are things going with the task? Do you need any help with your part? Is everything on track so far? When do you think it'll be ready? These questions keep communication open and respectful. Now let's add some creativity. Imagine Anna is managing a remote team for Al Accent Lounge, spread across 3 time zones. She says, "Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Let's have a quick update round before we continue." One team member says, "Hi, Anna. I've completed the video script for our next lesson." Another says, "I'm editing the audio now. It'll be done by tomorrow." Anna responds, "That's wonderful. Thank you both for keeping things moving. Let's aim to publish the new episode by Friday." This natural rhythm update, acknowledge, encourage makes your English sound like real professional teamwork. Now let's look at how to assign tasks politely. You say, "Could you please handle the social media updates this week?" The teammate replies, "Sure, I'll take care of that." You say, "Thank you. Please share a short report by Thursday." Repeat together. "Could you please handle the social media updates this week?" "Sure, I'll take care of that. Thank you. Please share a short report by Thursday." Assigning tasks in English is not about commanding, it's about collaboration. Using "could you please" or "would you mind" keeps your tone polite and encouraging. Let's make it livelier. Imagine Anna is managing a creative team working on a podcast for Al Accent Lounge. She says, "Hey team, we've got a great opportunity this week. Let's make sure the next episode really shines." Someone replies, "Sounds exciting. What should I focus on?" Anna answers, "Could you work on the intro segment? Keep it energetic and natural, like you're talking to a friend." Another member asks, "Should I include the new background music we discussed?" Anna says, "Yes, that's perfect." Let's test both versions and decide which one fits best. Repeat after me. "Hey team, we've got a great opportunity this week. Let's make sure the next episode really shines. Could you work on the intro segment? Keep it energetic and natural, like you're talking to a friend." Yes, that's perfect. Let's test both versions and decide which one fits best. See how natural and motivating that sounds? Real teamwork is about energy, clarity, and kindness. Now let's learn how to give feedback or reminders politely during a progress call. You can say, "Just a quick reminder that the deadline is on Thursday. I wanted to follow up and see how things are going. Let's make sure we stay on schedule. I really appreciate everyone's effort this week." Each of these keeps your tone positive and professional, no stress, no pressure. Imagine another scene. The project is getting close to the deadline. Anna says, "Hi everyone. Just a quick update call. How's everything coming along?" One teammate says, "We're a bit behind schedule on the editing." Anna replies, "No worries. What's causing the delay?" The teammate says, "We're waiting for the final voice file." Anna responds calmly, "Understood. Please send me a message as soon as it arrives, and we'll adjust the schedule together." Repeat the key lines. "Hi everyone, just a quick update call. How's everything coming along? No worries. What's causing the delay? Understood. Please send me a message as soon as it arrives, and we'll adjust the schedule together." That's how leadership sounds: calm, understanding, and solution-focused. Now, let's talk about motivating your team during a call. You can say, "Great job, everyone. The progress looks fantastic. I really appreciate how you've handled the challenges. We're almost there. Let's keep up the great work." Each phrase adds warmth and confidence to your tone. Let's imagine the end of the week. Anna is making a quick progress follow-up call. "Hi, everyone. Thank you for your hard work this week. We've achieved a lot. The scripts are ready, the recordings are clean, and the visuals look amazing. Let's finalize everything by tomorrow morning so we can publish on time," her teammate says. "Got it, Anna. I'll handle the final review tonight," she answers. "Perfect. I appreciate it. Let's wrap this project up strong." Repeat smoothly. "Thank you for your hard work this week. We've achieved a lot. The scripts are ready, the recordings are clean, and the visuals look amazing." "Got it, Anna. I'll handle the final review tonight." "Perfect. I appreciate it. Let's wrap this project up strong." Every word sounds professional yet human. That's the key to fluent English for teamwork. Before we finish, let's review the key phrases for managing teamwork on the phone. "Could you please update me on the progress? Everything's on track so far. Let's try to finish this by Friday. Thanks everyone for your amazing work. We'll discuss the next steps in our next call." These expressions help you lead, motivate, and collaborate naturally in English. Remember, teamwork isn't just about speaking, it's about connecting. When your tone is warm, your words have power. When your words are clear, your team feels confident. Fluency is not only about speaking perfectly, it's about connection, how you make someone feel when you speak. In this final chapter, we'll bring together everything you've learned: how to stay calm, how to respond naturally, and how to finish every call with confidence and warmth. Let's imagine you're starting your day at work. The phone rings. You take a deep breath and answer. "Good morning, Al Accent Lounge. This is Anna speaking. How can I help you today?" Your voice is calm, clear, and friendly. That first sentence sets the tone for everything that follows. You see, a confident phone voice doesn't come from grammar or vocabulary. It comes from how you sound, your tone, your rhythm, your pauses. When you speak with ease, people feel comfortable with you. They trust you. Let's start with one simple truth. Every phone call has 3 parts: the beginning, the middle, and the closing. The beginning is your first impression. The middle is where understanding happens. The closing is what people remember about you. The beginning, setting the right tone. Let's practice the opening again. "Good morning, Al Accent Lounge. This is Anna speaking. How can I help you?" Repeat it slowly. Feel how natural it sounds. Now try a variation. "Hi, this is Anna. Thank you for calling. How are you today?" Even a small smile behind your voice changes everything. When you smile, people can hear it even if they can't see you. Imagine you're calling a client. "Hi, this is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to check in about your recent lesson." That short, warm greeting opens doors. It builds connection before you even talk about business. The middle, building confidence and connection. The middle of a phone conversation is where understanding, trust, and problem-solving happen. You've practiced this in every chapter before: confirming, scheduling, asking politely, resolving issues, checking progress. Now, let's bring it all together in a real-life example. Anna calls a student from Al Accent Lounge to check progress. "Hi, "This is Anna. I just wanted to see how your English practice is going," the student says. "Hi, Anna. It's going well. I've been practicing shadowing every day." Anna replies, "That's fantastic. I can already hear the difference in your pronunciation. Keep it up." This short, personal exchange is more than English. It's encouragement, motivation, and connection. When you speak like this, you become someone who inspires others, not just someone who speaks well. Let's explore more examples that connect people naturally. "I completely understand where you're coming from." "That's no problem at all. Let's fix it together." "I really appreciate your patience. You're doing great. Just keep going." These are the phrases that turn ordinary English into real communication. Now imagine you're helping a colleague who feels nervous about an upcoming presentation. Anna says, "Hey, I just wanted to check if you're ready for the presentation tomorrow." The colleague says, "Honestly, I'm a bit nervous." She replies warmly, "That's totally normal. Let's go over the main points together." Repeat that softly. "That's totally normal. Let's go over the main points together." That sentence carries reassurance, care, and teamwork. It's what true fluency sounds like: calm, understanding, and human. The art of small closings, ending calls smoothly. Now, let's move to the final part of every call, the closing. This is where you show confidence and professionalism. When you're ready to end a call, avoid rushing. Instead, close gently. For example, "Thank you for your time today. It was great speaking with you. I really appreciate your help. Have a wonderful day. It was a pleasure talking with you. Take care." Repeat them slowly. Each one leaves a positive feeling. Imagine a real scene. Anna finishes a client call and says, "Thank you so much for your feedback. I'll make those updates right away." The client replies, "Thank you, Anna. I appreciate how responsive you are." She smiles and says, "It's my pleasure. Have a fantastic afternoon." That ending, polite, cheerful, complete, leaves a lasting impression. Managing emotions in real conversations. Sometimes, conversations are not perfect. Someone might be upset, confused, or even rude. What do you do then? You stay calm. You listen more than you speak, and you respond with empathy. You can say, "I completely understand your frustration. I'll do my best to fix this for you. Let's find a solution together." By showing empathy, you turn tension into trust. Let's imagine Anna handling a difficult call. A customer says, "I've been waiting all week, and I'm really frustrated." She responds gently, "I understand how that feels. I'm truly sorry for the delay. Let me check what happened and make sure we fix it today." That tone, calm, confident, kind, is the true mark of mastery. Remember this: fluency is not just speed, it's control. The ability to stay kind and clear, even under pressure, makes you stand out as a true communicator. The power of connection and authentic voice. Let's imagine the final day of a project. The team has worked hard for weeks. Anna calls everyone on a group line. Her voice is warm and filled with pride. "Hi, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you for the amazing teamwork. Every one of you has done an incredible job. From research to editing, from design to delivery, we made it happen together." Someone replies, "Thank you, Anna. It was a pleasure working with you." She smiles and says, "The pleasure was mine. Let's celebrate this win, we've earned it." That's what leadership sounds like: calm, confident, inspiring. And this is what English fluency truly means. Not just speaking, but connecting through words, tone, and emotion. Let's take a moment to practice emotional connection in your speech. Repeat slowly after each line. I'm happy to hear that. That must be really exciting. I completely understand. Thank you for sharing that with me. These simple sentences create warmth and empathy, the foundation of real conversation. The final review. The circle of fluent communication. Now let's review the entire journey you've taken through these 14 chapters. You started by learning how to greet confidently. Then, you practiced how to confirm appointments, ask questions, reschedule politely, and handle service issues. You learned how to book flights, ask for information, give feedback, and follow up professionally. You learned how to manage teamwork, lead conversations, and build emotional trust with your voice. And now, you're here mastering the art of closing conversations naturally. So let's put it all together in one final conversation. Anna calls a longtime client from Al Accent Lounge. She says, "Good morning. This is Anna from Al Accent Lounge. I just wanted to thank you for being such a wonderful partner throughout this project." The client says, "Thank you, Anna. Working with your team has been a great experience." She replies warmly, "That means a lot to us. We've learned so much through this collaboration." The client adds, "Let's definitely continue working together." Anna smiles and says, "Absolutely. I'll send over the next proposal later today. Have an amazing day." Short, natural, and full of warmth, that's how real professionals speak. The closing message: confidence beyond words. You see, language is not just words. It's rhythm, emotion, and connection. When you speak with confidence, you give people comfort. When you listen with patience, you earn respect. And when you close conversations with gratitude, you build relationships that last. So, before we end this journey, let's repeat some final sentences, your daily reminders for fluent communication. I speak calmly, my voice is clear. I listen fully, my tone is kind. I connect, not just communicate. I lead with confidence. I speak English with heart. Pause and feel these words. Because fluency is not only about speaking better, it's about becoming someone who makes others feel heard, valued, and respected. So, the next time your phone rings, smile, take a deep breath, and answer with confidence. "This is Anna speaking. How can I help you today?" From that moment on, every word you speak is not just English, it's connection, confidence, and kindness in action. And that's the voice of true fluency. So, keep practicing every day, keep listening, keep speaking, and whenever you need inspiration, remember, your voice matters. If you found this journey meaningful, please subscribe to Al Accent Lounge, leave a comment, and share your progress with others. Your fluency story continues, and we'll be right here, waiting for your next call.